Fallout from the News of the World phone hacking scandal is making News Limited's bid for full control of the British pay television channel BSkyB look increasingly shaky. The Liberal Democrats leader and Deputy Prime Minister Nick Clegg has called on Rupert Murdoch to drop the bid. And the politician who will give the final approval, Culture Secretary Jeremy Hunt, has written to the communications competition regulator seeking new advice about the deal. Europe correspondent Philip Williams reports.
Everyone expected there'd be more, and now there is. Fresh allegations: a member of the Royal Protection Force took money from the News of the World, presumably for information about their charges. The first convictions were over the hacking of Royal Aid's phones. Former News of the World reporter Paul McMullen appears to confirm the practices were commonplace.
You paid a policeman £30,000.
No, I paid someone who was looking after someone's security, who wasn't at that time. Well, it doesn't really matter. I've actually been told not to talk about specifics in case I implicate myself. But that was the kind of money that was available for good stories. And, you know, the best story of all throughout the 90s until she died was Princess Diana.
A few hours ago, the family of murdered schoolgirl Millie Dowler met with the Deputy Prime Minister Nick Clegg to pressure the government for a comprehensive inquiry. Millie's phone was hacked, giving her family false hope she was still alive. They want much more from News International.
They believe it is vital that the people responsible will be held to account. There are very senior people who have to take responsibility for what happened in their media organisations.
And these are just two executives the Dowler family may have been talking about. James Murdoch and Rebecca Brooks did not appear to be carrying a heavy weight as they emerged from a Mayfair restaurant.
We've just finished our meal and we're just going home.
Earlier, Rupert Murdoch was making a very public statement simply by being seen with Rebecca Brooks. Asked what his priority was now, he said this one, pointing to her. But he also has another pet project, the takeover of broadcaster BSkyB. That looking increasingly shaky, with MPs lining up to urge a rethink.
Look how people feel about this. Look how the country has reacted with revulsion to the revelations. So do the decent and sensible thing and reconsider, think again about your bid for BSkyB.
The culture and practices at News International, following the revelations last week, now look to be so widespread and so systemic that I think there is an important question. And look, this ends up in a simple place. And the simple place is this, that I won't rest until we ensure that this deal cannot go ahead until after criminal investigations are complete.
And the minister responsible for the final decision has referred the matter to Ofcom, the communications competition regulator.
The question is whether there are things there that are relevant to the decision that I have to take, which is a merger decision, and what I have to look at is concentration of media ownership, and that's what I want to seek independent advice on.
If Rupert Murdoch proceeds despite all this opposition, he'll do so in the clear knowledge he'll offend more than a few powerful people. He has a fearsome reputation for defying all. But this may be even too big a hurdle for a man used to getting his way. Philip Williams, Late Line.